Come on, Mackie, come on, B. Come on. Come on in. Come on, guys. Mac. Mac. Come on. What's up, people of Earth? This is Dan Lockhart of the Honda Valkyrie Dan Lockhart YouTube channel, and this is a little bit of snow removal that I had to do the other day. It started snowing on, actually, Friday the 12th. This day that I'm doing this plowing here was the following day, the 13th. The overall storm lasted for about 3 days, and we probably got around 2.5 feet or so. And it took me a couple minutes to decide whether or not I was going to use my tractor here, because the snow was pretty well stacked up and packed up. But the tractor got going, and I was able to break through the end of driveway snow that the plow had put there, the neighborhood plow. And so the tractor did work out fairly well. I got down to the asphalt surface by the end of this. Mother Nature and I had a conversation last Friday. It was up on the mountain at Crested Butte Mountain Resort. I was riding on the East River lift on kind of the backside of the mountain. Got within about 100 yards, maybe 200 yards of the unloading point, and the lift stopped. And all of a sudden, this gust of wind came up, and I was sitting on the lift, on the chairlift, probably about 50 feet above the ground, and this gust of wind came up, and there's a bunch of lodgepole pines up there on this particular chairlift. And when the gust of wind came up, there was 5 inches of snow, at least 5 inches of snow on these trees. And that wind just blew all that snow across the lift. It was a total whiteout. I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face sitting there on the chairlift. And the lodge poles there are probably around, 30 to 40 feet tall. And it was pretty amazing. I'd never seen anything like this in my entire life. They all started to sway at the same time. There was thousands of trees up there, and they all just moved right to left and back over again. And this went on for about 20 minutes. Now, what I think happened was the chairlift itself has sensors that sense when the wind gusts are going to come up, and they go through an automatic shutdown process. Either that or the chairlift operators at the base of the chairlift decided that it was too windy and they shut it down. But I was sitting there for about 20 minutes, and this happens sometimes that the chairlift stopped, but not for this length of time. And my feet and my fingers started getting a little bit cold. That's the first time that's ever happened to me. So I got up to the top of the chair. Finally, they started going again. I got up to the top of the chair, and it was getting to be around 3:30. I just decided I'm going to come back down to the base. You can see in this video that the wind was still blowing pretty strong. I have to plan my snow blowing here on a couple of different factors. If the wind's blowing really hard like that, if you shoot it in one direction against the wind, it's all going to blow back in your face. So you have a couple of options there. You can just point the diverter down like I have in this shot, or you can move it back and forth with the chute pointing in the direction of the wind, and that'll carry that snow out of there. You'll see that later on this video. Most of the time when I was doing the snow blowing, I had the chute and the diverter pointed out in the direction of the wind, and that helps carry it out and keeps it from coming back in my face. Otherwise, I turn into a frosty snowman. this was definitely one of the bigger storms of the season, and my neighbor had been out of town, and when he came back home, he had to come across Monarch Pass, and they had to actually close the pass down because it was just too windy, too much snow, and he had to spend a little extra time up there to get home. Well, my preference in removing snow is always to use my yard tractor first because it takes a lot less energy to move that machine around the driveway than it does the snow blower. I'm not sure how heavy the snow blower is, but when the skid shoe hooks up on some ice or it starts to hit some piled up snow that's really packed in, it'll start to climb a little bit, or it'll hook that skid shoe into the ice and swing it around. So it takes a little bit of energy to drive this thing. My guess is it probably weighs around 350 pounds. I felt kind of bad here because you could see this person walking the dog on the other side of the street, and just even in the direction that I had that sheep pointing, all that wind was carrying that snow across the road. I kind of went in her face, so I backed off on it for a second until she was able to get by, but I felt bad about just shooting it up in the air. It went to her face. Sorry about that. I could actually start to see my shadow in this shot a little bit, and I thought, oh boy, yeah, the sun's going to come out and everything's going to be fine. But no, that wasn't the case. Let's go. Go outside. Go outside. What are you doing? We go. Get going. Go, 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 go. Good strum, man. Are you done? You wanna go back in? Okay, come on, Stratty. Come on. Stratty. Strat. Go ahead. Come on. We're coming to the end of my video here, and I hope if you liked it, you give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel down below, and we will see you in the next one. Have a great day. Thanks a lot.